Happy birthday, Nadine! You are now 4 years old! Every day, you're a new surprise to discover. I love to hear how you're growing and how you're sharing your gifts with the people around you, like your kindness and your trust and your fantastic creative stories and your friendship. So, it's really hard to be living away from you, Nadine, because I know I'm missing out on a lot of laughs with you. And I feel really lucky that your mama sends me beautiful photographs of you that are around the yurt and on my notebook. You can see here I'm sitting in the strawberry greenhouse. And the strawberries are not here yet, but they're coming, and their flowers are already blooming, and there's some bumblebees in here. And it's Saturday evening, and I was thinking about what I could offer you as a gift, and it occurred to me I know that you're receiving a lot of beautiful gifts, and so I wanted to stop and focus on the gifts that you were born with, and just take a moment and acknowledge those gifts. And this may be strange, but I wanted to acknowledge them. I had this idea because I've been thinking a lot about your Grandpa Tim, your mama's dad, and your Grandma Lori's first love, first husband, who passed away right before you were born. And I was thinking about how you have so many beautiful qualities that he had, and how sad I am that you two haven't met each other, because I think you would just be the greatest of friends. And yet, how you are carrying so much of his positive energy. And so I had this idea of writing. I wrote my dad a letter, your Grandpa Tim. Did you know you could write letters to people who've passed away? You can talk to them too. So I wrote him a letter, and I wanted to share this letter with you. And I just love to think about how my dad's magic continues to live on in this world. And I think that you do a great job in bringing that kind of magic. And I just think about how much you love your mama and how much you love your Grandma Lori. And those were Grandpa Tim's favorite people too. So I love you so much, and I'm just going to read to you this letter that I wrote to your Grandpa Tim. Dear Dad, your first and only granddaughter has turned 4 years old. I don't remember what brought it up, but I realized that you passed away just months before Nadine was born. I remember how excited you were to meet Nadine. She is, after all, the firstborn of your firstborn child, the first grandchild. I remember how you would put your hands on Sylvia's belly and tell her what a wonderful mama she was going to be. I wanted to write you, Dad, and tell you just how much Nadine reminds us of you. I know she's only 4. How can you compare a 4-year-old to her grandpa, who's old and passed away? Well, your spirit never grew old, first of all. It grew in wisdom. But unlike the other old people I know, you never complained about growing old, but continued to seek out new mysteries to discover, new people who need help and friendship that you were able to offer. Nadine, she's a lot like you. She tells us the most captivating stories, for example. She'll start off, and just like you, after a while, I'll ask myself, where is this wandering tale going? They'll twist and turn, and with a grin, cleverly, Nadine will take you back to the original intention of the story. Even though she hasn't learned how to read yet, although she can read a lot of words, and Nadine is so bright, it's not surprising to find her in her chair reading. She just loves books. I remember how much you loved books, and how our house was filled with books, and how you always had a dog on your lap and a book. Mostly reading, but sometimes snoozing. You love to meditate in your chair. Nadine is like you in that she loves her big sister Hannah. You would laugh with joy, with the absolute admiration and reverence. It's like she's with her favorite person. Nadine opens up like a flower to the sun when Hannah is there. It's kind of like you with your brother Paul. I remember how you always wanted to have what Paul got. Like when he bought a motorcycle, you did too, even though afterwards you didn't ride it much. It was the joy of sharing something to talk about and live together. Nadine loves to share. She already has learned that magic, and she loves magic, just like you. She loves to pretend. I think that quality may have come from you. She can make friends wherever she goes because she's so likable. I think it's magical that your soul left your body when you died just before Nadine's body was in the middle of being made inside of Sylvia's. Nadine's kindness, I think it's magical that maybe some of your soul has gone into Nadine's spirit. Nadine's kindness is like soft tickles on your back. Her love is the tastiest chocolate brownie. Like eating your food, it is remarkably good because of the love that you offer. You have this superhero capacity that people, when they got close to you, their worries would tumble down, and a cozy feeling of comfort and friendship was there. Guess what? Nadine is so lucky to have that same superhero power. She's this pure source of joy. Like a cool drink on a hot day, you meet Nadine once and you can't wait to be with her again. Just ask any of us. Well, Sylvia of course would agree, as her mom, but really, she is the best mama for Nadine. You taught Sylvia how to be a wonderful parent. Her aunts and uncle, your other children, never tire from playing with her. She makes us laugh so hard. Thank you, Dad, for sharing your very special qualities to the world. Nadine, who's already 4, continues to amaze her family in so many ways every day. She's so lucky to be herself, and she reminds us to be ourselves, and to be silly, and to tell stories, and to be kind and compassionate with one another. Your special family carries your spirit in our smiles, in our eyes, and in our sense of wonder. Your youngest, Julia. So Nadine, on your birthday, I'm not sending you something, but I wanted just to take this time and share with you just the kind of incredible love that you're gifted with. And I can't wait to witness that and see that as it continues to grow in this world. And all of us are here for you. In your family, we love you so much. And Julian's on his bicycle somewhere, and he wishes you, well, he has his own little video for you. So we'll put them together. I love you. Have a beautiful birthday party with your big family tonight. Give kisses to Dee Dee. Bye, Nadine. Joyeux anniversaire!